Hello. You're tuning into another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's second topic, man. Diontae Johnson has just been released again. Look. Guys, here's the thing. I'm honest. I am. And I specifically said the last time when the Ravens let him go, I said, we needed him, but I don't blame the Ravens for doing it. I just wish he would have, complied, but I understand wanting targets. That's exactly what I said. And I specifically thought that him going to the Texans, especially after the graphic injury that had happened to Tank Dell, that he was going to flourish in that, because Tank Dell's injury is so bad that he won't be playing all next year. You won't be seeing Tank when Tank Dell got hurt all that time, this all next season, and then maybe some of the next season. You will not see Tank Dell again till then. So I thought him being the separator, quick twitch guy would be the perfect person to come in, maybe even earn himself maybe even a 2-year contract or something like that. Some way to get himself on the field. And he goes there and does the same exact thing he did in Baltimore. The exact same thing. Oh. Like, word for word, bar for bar. He copied my whole flow. Oh, yo, bro, that is crazy. And here's the thing. At first, I was like, nah, there's no way. I thought it was a joke. So, it came out. I'm going to read some of this stuff to you. Because, Then the NFL came out and said Texans waive wide receiver Diontae Johnson. Right? Adam Schefter comes out with it literally a second after. Then it comes and drops. Let me go see if I can pull it up right here. From Dov Cliveman saying that Diontae Johnson was reportedly angry in the locker room after the Texans' playoff win, likely due to a lack of involvement on the offense. He was cut this morning. Now, anytime you read Dov Cliveman, you be like, we'll see, whatever. But then GPA Football came out and said former Texas wide receiver Diontae Johnson was reportedly angry in the locker room after the team's playoff win. And then also it's because of his lack of involvement in the offense. And I'm like, there's just no way. Then Adam Schefter comes out and says more about the Texans waiving wide receiver Diontae Johnson as they prepare for their divisional round playoff game against the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm like, bro, do you know what it is to be waived by 4 teams in 365 days? You have any idea how hard it is to do, especially when you're a good player? He was let go from the Steelers, went to the Panthers. Panthers gave him, he was playing good on the Panthers, and then the Panthers gave him away for free. He was actually playing good on the Panthers. Goes to the Ravens. Ravens really don't play him. We're like, dang, you know what I'm saying? He probably thought he was going to come over here and get, some targets, and he didn't. Okay, whatever. We can understand. He shouldn't have acted like that, though. But all right, going to greener pastures. And then he goes to a team that's in desperate need at wide receiver position, and he does the exact same thing, bro. And D'Amico Ryan said, unfortunately, with Diontae, it didn't work out. We're on to the Chiefs. That's all he said. It says in the ESPN report that following the Texans' wildcard playoff victory over the Los Angeles Chargers on Saturday, Johnson was visibly upset in the locker room. He was fully dressed, sitting at his locker, staring in frustration because of a lack of playing time and targets. Running back Joe Mixon and linebacker Azeez Al-Shahir tried to comfort and encourage him. Johnson played only 15 out of the Texans' 70 offensive snaps and received only 1 target. He finished the game with 1 catch for 12 yards. Johnson had 3 catches for 24 yards in 2 games with Houston. after Texans claimed Johnson off waivers from the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore had moved on from the receiver after he refused to enter a game against the Philadelphia Eagles on December 1st. It's January 14th. There's not a lot of time in between. Before the Ravens waived Johnson, they suspended him one game for his refusal to play against the Eagles. Baltimore had acquired him in a trade with the Carolina Panthers on October 29th, but he played only 39 snaps for the team, catching one pass for 6 yards. The Panthers acquired Johnson from the Pittsburgh Steelers before the season. He had 30 catches for 257 yards and 3 touchdowns for Carolina when he was dealt to the Ravens. The Steelers drafted Johnson in the 3rd round, 2019 draft, and he had 391 catches for 4,363 yards, 25 touchdowns in Pittsburgh. He earned a Pro Bowl selection in 2021 with his lone 1,000-yard season and a career-high 8 touchdown reception in quarterback Ben Roethlisberger's final year. So, guys, look, I'm going to be real with y'all. My dad, I don't know how to say this without, when I was growing up, had a really, bad temper, and my dad used to always tell me that you have to learn how to kiss tail before you start kicking tail. You understand where I'm coming from? And what that means is sometimes you have to endure some stuff so you can come out on the other end where you want to be. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet. Sometimes you're going to be a little uncomfortable, but you have to just ride out the wave, ride out the storm. This man said, nah. He's like, you know what he's like? The David Chappelle skit when keeping it real goes wrong. And look, I hope this man gets his stuff together. He's talented. He's proven that. He's been a Pro Bowl wide receiver. He's had a 1,000-yard receiving season with an old, decrepit Ben Roethlisberger throwing him the ball. So we know he could play. The problem is that, like I said, sometimes you have to be able to, humble yourself. Sometimes you got to just, all right, this ain't what everything that I want, but I got to keep going, right? And that's just life. You're not always going to get what you want. But your character, your morals, and everything shouldn't change along the way because you're not getting what you want. Or you shouldn't be acting out because you're not getting what you want. Like, your team just won a game. Be a good teammate. You're looking at yo, I didn't even get to be a part of it. Like, he's pretty much saying, yo, I should be getting targets. Like, what are we doing here? It's like, but we won the game. So what? So it comes off as being extremely selfish and self-centered. And I don't think it's clicking for him to understand that. I think he's just like, I'm talented, give me the ball. And also, listen, and like I said before, I understand some stuff because as a wide receiver, numbers is everything. Like, wide receivers are not gauged like quarterbacks. Numbers are everything at the wide receiver position. As soon as you're not producing, as soon as you're not doing those numbers you used to do, they're like, hey, we can get rid of you. We can replace you. It ain't nothing, even if it's not your fault. You understand where I'm coming from? So I think he wants to get paid. I think he wants a big payday. And I think that he's like, how am I going to get a payday if y'all won't even give me an opportunity to get the ball, to show my skills? And I think he's acting out in total frustration. But here's the thing. The Texans are in the playoffs. Even if you barely got anything, you're on the Texans. And you catch the game-winning pass to beat the Chiefs, to stop them from three-peating. You're getting your bag. Sometimes you're put in a position that you don't understand that will line you up better than what you think you want. But because we're not seeing the entire tapestry, we're only seeing one thread, we don't follow it. I feel sorry for this man, I really do. But he has to get his act together because at this point, it would be hard pressed to see another team unless they are beyond desperate. Like all of their receivers get hurt, give him another opportunity to be on the field. But like anything in life, it only takes one opportunity. So I'm not saying his career is done because it's really not. A lot of stuff happens in the NFL. A lot of people go down. Injuries happen. A team can be totally desperate and say, look, just bring him in, and he can get targets, show out, and someone be like, oh, okay. He humbled himself and whatever else, and then he gets his payday, and he goes off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what happens. But this is crazy. Absolutely maddening. Crazy work. Nasty work. Whew. But what do you guys think? Does this surprise you? Were you guys like, are you serious? Especially during the Texans trying to make a playoff run against the defending champs, the Chiefs, and them being willing to part with a player knowing that they are in desperate need at the wide receiver position? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? Please. But as always, that's episode of the Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe to the notification bell, and leave a comment. You know, the comments. And before I go any further, I just want to say a big thank you. There was another donation, and I want to make sure that I'm saying it right. Patrick Mayo, and he said, "For God bless my brother Fire from me and the wife." And they both donated a $50 donation. Patrick Mayo! Extra mayo! Oh! Hey, yo! Nah, bro, thank you so much to you and your wife for contributing to the Wunderkind Show. Once again, guys, this is literally how I'm trying to build everything, and knowing that things are tough. We're going through a lot of stuff, you know, countrywide. People having trouble earning $1, and you guys are supporting this channel. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And yeah, we're gonna grow to bigger and better things. We're almost at 9,000 subscribers, and after that we'll be in almost 10. So we're gonna keep striving to build this the correct and right way, and give y'all the content that not only like brightens up you guys' day and that you guys love, but it's content that you guys can trust. So there that goes. But if y'all want to do what Mr. Patrick Mayo and his wife just did, at the bottom of the screen there's a QR code. QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. The name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. So if you want to help, that's how you do it also, okay? But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Neto, signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah!
Finish him, Daddy.
Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers!